Well, no knock at the door from Christian, but I made it into Zone 2 this week and Zone 3. Now, I only usually, as you know, I usually only do most of the time a freebie and perhaps one others. But I had plummeted under the bronze tier, so I thought, oh, I better get a couple of crosses in. And of all the weeks, I thought, yeah, this is probably the best week to do it because we could see where this fellow was looking at the front. He was looking, it was a narrow band. Even when we looked on our average on the weekend, it was a narrow band. This guy, it's always a problem with the height with the guy, the setback. But if anything, he was only looking just over his head. So I went in two different heights there. I didn't think the average would end up there. I thought some of the judges would go higher. But then, to me, for the average to be any higher than mine, then that meant some of the judges had to go even further up for that to be the average. And I thought, well, look at him. There's no way he's looking up very high at all. So I thought, yeah, if some of them go as high as him and some of them go as low as my bottom one, that middle there, that's about that. The one that is in zone 2, that's going to be about right. That's going to be the right area. But no, the average ended up higher than that. So let's have a look at the judging. So here's the judging video. Now then, there is a cluster. Most of them are clustered around here, and we've got one up here, one over here. Now, to me, and I'll say this now because it's I've already scrolled to the end of the judging video, so I know this is the final result. They didn't take any out, which I'm surprised at, because when you've got so many clustered together there, and then you've got one which isn't bonkers like some of them do. I mean, now and again they have blind judges, but this week they've got the normal judges and just a couple with failing eyesight. So they're not as mentally outside the area as some of them are. But that one up there doesn't fit in with this cluster down here. So to me, there's no question that should have been taken out. And if I'd looked at this bit first before I scrolled it to the end, I would have said, no, they're going to take that out. Clearly going to take that out because there's a cluster here and that fits nowhere near the cluster. But strangely, they left it in, and I'm not sure what they would have done with this one over here. Personally, with a tight cluster like that, I would have taken them both out, which would have dropped it down more to where I think it would have been, closer to mine. I might have made zone 1, I was still nowhere near the winning cross, probably hundreds of pixels out, but I might have made zone 1 with one of them and zone 2 with the other. But yeah, I'm a bit, I don't often criticise the judging, because to criticise the judging, that means to say, well, my cross was perfect and everybody else is wrong. And that's bollocks, isn't it? But yeah, it's, I think that, I don't think there's any question that top one there should have come out, because it's nowhere near this cluster, and the cluster made sense. If the majority think it's there, then surely that makes sense. Now, this week's picture, now I've gone in a couple of places here, because I thought this fella at the front in a red, and I drew a line originally. I thought, right, angle of his head, he's got to be looking forward a bit. Just a bit. He can't be looking almost vertical from there, can he? And then I went from this guy, drew a line up there like that, and I thought, yeah, that's about it. That's about it. But that's not far out there. But then when I had a closer look at this fella's eyes, his eyeball looks as though he's practically looking vertical through his eyelid, his top eyelid, because you can see all the white under his eye when he's more or less looking vertical. So I drew another line to try and account for that. I went up here, I mean, he's still looking forward a bit. And then this direction, then I thought, yeah, he's looking a bit higher as well. So I've ended up now to the left of this pole, where I was over here to the right and lower. I've now gone higher and to the left of the pole. So I think I'm going to take that second one out. Well, I say the second one, it was actually the first one. And I'm going to go with the my second choice, which was that cross there, because as much as it pains me to say it, and they say, well, you can't be looking up through your own head, through your own forehead. When I look at his eyes, it is the only eye you can, because you can't see either of them very clearly, So this is going to be a terrible week. There's going to be scattered all over the place this week. But yeah, I think he's looking more vertical than I originally thought. So I've gone up to the left, just on the left of that post there, and I think he's gone up higher. In fact, if I do what people suggest and draw a line from the top of his lug hole through his eye, it brings me to that top left one again on my cross. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go with for now. 2937961. I'll start off the comments with the first coordinate. So leave me a coordinate this week, guys, and we'll make another video on Saturday morning and see where we think the average is. Although I think the average was way too low last week, but the average is what it is. I mean, you know, these are the crosses you send in, and we work out the average from there. But yeah, I think it's going to be very spread this week. Some of you are going to go much further to the right, and I think some of you will go a lot higher and a lot lower, so there'll be a big spread this week. But hopefully the average will come out roughly in the same place. So I wonder how you guys got on, because the coordinates submitted showed where the average was, but then most of the comments said, I think it's higher than the average. So it must be different people commenting than were submitting coordinates. But if a lot of you thought it was higher than the average, and it was, like I thought that as well, then let me know you got on, because I think a few of you might have gone quite close. Anyway, Revcomps. Well, I'm sticking to my guns now about cutting down on the spending. I've been saying it for months and I never do. But I'd already done these, so it can't be helped. So I got ticket on this Porsche 040k, one on a Golf GTD because I like them, and one on the Fiesta ST. And then they added some new ones for Thursday. And true to my word, I've only got a ticket on this Aston Martin Vantage because it's 75k cash alternative. I haven't bothered with this Audi Q8. Big camper van here that's made by SC Sport Homes, and they tend to do ones for well, like sporty type people. So they've got a bathroom, a shower room, and a sofa, and a kitchen, and all that sort of stuff. But the back half, they always use a long wheelbase ones, and the back half, so you've got a bed in the top half, and then a garage underneath for you to keep your canoes, kayaks, bikes, whatever other sporty stuff you like to do. But general storage space. I haven't played for that because I don't know where the hell I'd park it. Volkswagen Arteon R. Damn good car, I would have thought, but just sort of, it's got to be a specialist market. I don't think they sell a lot of these because it's a big car, 320 brake horsepower, a lot of room. Why does anybody need a four-wheel drive car that fast in an estate? Having said that, we have the RS6 and we've got the new BMW M3 Touring, I suppose. These are always popular. These caddies, diesels, that'll fly out, that will. They've only got 2,000 tickets on this at a price of 22.5 quid. It'll still fly out. Oh yeah, and the guy that won the Porsche, you may have read the comments in our Saturday video, but the guy that won the Porsche, where they were selling tickets for £200 a ticket, but they were 10% off originally, so it was like £180 a ticket, and a few people had maximum tickets, 5 tickets. So the guy that won had bought 5 tickets, so he'd spent £900, but you know, ended up with a Porsche out of it. So fair play to him. I like to see one ticket winners. I think that's brilliant, because there's been plenty. You know, people think, oh, I can't win with one ticket, but only one ticket wins, and plenty of people have won with one ticket. But anybody that's can commit £900 to raffle tickets, I've got to admire that. Whether it's crazy or brave, well, probably both. Mercedes A35 AMG, these are always popular. I don't like them myself. Brilliant engineering, I just think they look pig ugly. Auto draws. Now, as you know, the auto draws are the ones that always get me. But not this time, because these two convertibles, I said I wasn't going to buy anything on these convertibles because I wasn't a homosexual. And I did like this Ibiza, Seat Ibiza. Sensible car, 1 litre, 3-cylinder, but I haven't bought a ticket. Neither have I bought a ticket on this Audi Q5, even though it's the sort of thing I would have gone for. All-wheel drive, diesel, SUV, But no, I haven't. Well, so far. And I haven't got one in this Vauxhall Mocha either, because I had a look at it and I just didn't like it. The colour's awful. The car's not even very nice either. So that's that. So I've really sort of held back this time. And I didn't win this week. I don't know if you watch the draws on Revcomps where they do the what's the word, and then you come onto the website. They announce a word on the live draw, and then you come onto the website and pick the correct answer in the drop down, and you can win credit or a hoodie. And I don't often watch the draws. I just watch the first couple of minutes till they put the word up. Then I go and enter it, and then I turn it off and go and do something else. Play the PlayStation or watch a movie that I've stolen off the internet. But I'm usually quite successful with that, winning 5 or 10 sort of pound credit, but I haven't for the last couple of weeks now. Bizarre. So anyway, that's enough of that. Let me know how you got on this week and leave a coordinate for Saturday. And in the meantime, guys, good luck.